So I'm moving in less than 24 hours. Hello, what's up everybody? It's Ryler, that stands for Rachel Eyler, and I'm on a journey to figure out my life personally, professionally, and financially. It has been a while since I've said that, which is why it took me a second for the brain to malfunction. Yeah, I am moving. I quit my job and I'm moving back to New York with my boyfriend, and we are going to be settling there for a while, and I have taken a new job outside of my current field, which is completely insane to me. It's super stressful. It's like, it's nerve-wracking, it's exciting. Like I'm excited for it, but I'm also really nervous for it. I honestly am really excited for the job because it's at my alma mater. And I know it's gonna be a really great opportunity. It's just, I never thought like the day would come that I would get to this point where like the move would be here and stuff like that. But it's even more stressful because I am only partially moving this weekend. By the time this video goes up, which I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it goes up on Sunday, it really will depend. It is Friday, so today was my last day. Like this morning I left work from my overnight shift and that was it. So the thing is, I am split moving, which basically means that I am taking a bunch of our stuff to our new apartment in New York, and then in 8 weeks I will fly back here and we will move the rest of our apartment. And I'm gonna sit down later tonight to actually explain all of this, hopefully later tonight to explain all this. We are meeting up with some friends for a going away dinner for me. Jacob is going to be staying put for a while just because our lease isn't ending until September. So it's a little chaotic. I leave tomorrow. It's really, the reason why I'm kind of stressed about it is because it's really hard to determine what, one, I'm gonna need for the next 6 to 8 weeks, but two, what can get packed away right now that Jacob doesn't use every single day, and what absolutely needs to stay put until our move in September. And it's 5 o'clock now. We're supposed to meet friends in 3 hours, and it's just kind of a mess. So I am excited and I'm looking forward to taking you guys along this ride for me, and I will explain everything. But yeah, I quit my job. What sucks is that like I am taking a higher pay job, but because we're moving back to New York, my cost of living is not gonna be any better than what it is now. It's gonna be worse, honestly. So if I think about it, I'm really not making that much more than what I did. But I'm excited for the content that's gonna come out of this because I am truly going to be figuring out my budget from a whole new standpoint. Where we're living, how we're living. We got really lucky with the fine that we got. And our landlords are super nice. And so I'm kind of excited to be living there. It's such a cute place and it's kind of what we wanted. We're definitely downsizing. But yeah, so right now I am trying to like, let me just show you what I've been doing. So to start, these boxes is like everything that's mainly from the living room, and it's my desk stuff, it's kitchen stuff, it's books, it's mainly books. So I've kind of just been packing everything and putting it in the living room, which hasn't been like the best idea, but this box is definitely coming with me. It's kind of like the kitchen supplies and like things that I definitely will need when I move into the new place. I'm not moving into our new place for like a week. So I'm kind of living with a friend for a week. But then what is worse, not really worse, I feel like I'm being dramatic, but the bedroom is kind of like, I don't know, it's not great right now. It's definitely a war zone. It's been like this for a while, but I'm going through all the clothes and the blankets and things that I've donated. I've been, you know, the big thing with this new job is that like I do have to change my wardrobe a little bit, which I haven't done in a while. I'm so used to just wearing Calvin Klein dresses and things like that on TV. And now I'm not doing that. It's definitely more business casual. So I'm trying to like pack away like what I need for a week while living with my friend, and then everything else that I can. But I won't have a dresser for a while, so I'm kind of just gonna be living out of the box for 6 to 8 weeks, which again is not great. And then we have the office, which I feel like should be more of a disaster area, but it's not, and I'm kind of grateful for that. So this is all like my Cricut stuff, and that's my Cricut cart. I am, and I'll talk about this again later, I am planning to bring back my Etsy shop. The goal is to relaunch it in September because my Cricut is not coming with me. So right now I'm doing a lot of design work. The thing is, like, I don't know, I'm really like debating right now bringing my Cricut and my printer. I just like, it really will depend if I have room in my car for it, because I can't right now, like, I can't take apart this cart. Like, that would take so much work. So I'm just gonna kind of like leave this as is and kind of hope for the best. So anyway, so I'm getting rid of pretty much like all the furniture though in this room is going. My couch from my first apartment's going. This entertainment center, we might actually be having someone pick up later today. We don't really know yet. The TV's going. This like coffee table's going, and then my desk is going. You guys know I've been wanting a new desk for a while. Part of this job in the summer is working from home. So next summer, I think I am gonna get a new desk, and I'm gonna leave this behind because we have a second table that we're gonna bring with us, and I'm actually gonna fit that in my car tonight to use as my desk and table in the new place until we move all of our furniture back. So my goal right now is I'm trying to separate the things that I'm gonna definitely take tonight and the things that are gonna stay until September. I still have to post the couch because I haven't done that yet, so I gotta move everything off of it, which is fine because I'm taking some of the stuff that's right now laying on the couch, and then the next step is to move all of the boxes that are packed that are not coming with me into here to get them out of the way. I really want to give Jacob his living space back, you know, for the month that I'm not here and everything. And like I said, it's been kind of crazy packing everything and going through stuff, and God bless him, because like I am a person where it's like, I don't really want you to help because I want things to be a certain way, if that makes sense. So anyway, I know I've done a lot of jibber jabber so far in this video. Like, I just wanted to kind of give everybody an update. You know, we're lucky right now with this move because it's not like, this move is so different because one, this is the first time a company is not paying me to move, you know, for the job. So we are doing all of this out of pocket. Something that I did with off camera was I did finish that, you know, 1 month ahead challenge of $1,600. That is basically paying for our move. That is what we decided to use with that money. We already had a savings for our deposit and for first month's rent for the new place, so that's already taken care of as well. So the $1,600 is going to the U-Haul. We decided, like, we were trying to figure out what was most cost effective, a U-Haul, a pod, or what. But because I'm driving out to New York now, like, Jacob has his motorcycle, Jacob has also his own car, so we were trying to figure out like what's the smartest way to get it all. And it was honestly, it's cheaper to tow the car and get a U-Haul than to rent a pod and then ship Jacob's bike out and drive you know, his car. So the game plan right now is separate what's coming in my car with me tonight and what needs to go in here and move it in here, take a picture of the couch, and then I think finish doing clothes stuff. I gotta do that, and I'm gonna try and get as much done before Jacob comes home, which he'll probably be home honestly in like 15 minutes, so I probably should get a move on. But yeah, so all the furniture though that's not coming with us and that I can't sell, it's just, we're just gonna go to the restore. So all right, I'm gonna get a move on. Let's do it. You're still here. Hey. Well, thanks for still watching the video. Appreciate it. Want some Cheerios? I don't have a lot, I just moved. Well, since you're still here, I guess we should talk about why I quit my job. I mean, what'd you expect? Come on, you really think I remembered to keep filming when you literally saw chaos in that last clip? No, but in all honesty, so sorry. I forgot to just keep filming, and honestly, I think what happened, like, truly was my boyfriend Jacob came home, and then we were just talking, and then next thing we knew, we had to get ready to go to dinner to meet friends, because again, it was my last night, so we were saying goodbye. I was saying goodbye to everybody, and yeah, and so I think I just kind of finished packing, and then, you know, we went out with friends, and then Jacob and I went out together just to spend the last couple hours. So, I mean, as you can see, I mean, it is very empty in here right now. It is echoey. If you watched my last video, I kind of explained like a little bit of the situation, not really, but if you do want to watch my final paycheck and the stuffing that I did, go check that out. I'll have it up in the box and down below. But today I am going to talk about why I quit my job, what am I making now, what is my new job, how much is it costing me to actually move, and are we broke now? Because we probably don't have a savings after this, and you know, I mean, moving's expensive. I do want to just put a little disclaimer that I am not an expert in finances or offering any actual advice, legal advice. I'm solely just talking about my experiences and all that stuff. Also to everything that I talk about, my job, my old job, my new job, is just my opinions. They do not represent anybody, but just my thoughts and opinions. So because it is post-work, I'm gonna open up a drink because I'm over the age of 21 and I don't want to drink coffee right now, which is usually what I have for these videos. So love that sound. It can be a soda can, a pop can, and it sounds so good. So cheers. Okay, so let's talk about it. Well, I guess I should start with the obvious. I moved. I literally moved the next day, drove the 10 hours, stayed with a friend for a week, and then got the keys now over a week ago. Reason why Jacob is not out here yet is because we decided that it was too expensive to break our lease. We could, you know, we had kind of like three options. We could wait to find a place, and I could commute from upstate New York when I was staying with a friend for a month and pay the money in tolls and gas and put the miles in my car. Or we could find a place, pay the rent for the month, pay the security deposit, and not put the miles or the gas money into my car. Or we could break our lease in Michigan on top of me paying out a contract and move together. And honestly, financially, we were like, we can do one of two or one of three. We can't do everything. So honestly, and at the end of the day, Jacob is finishing out our lease in Michigan because it was too expensive to break our lease, on top of, you know, all these other finances that we had to figure out. We honestly just moved into this place because it fell into our lap. We got very lucky finding it. And it's a cute little place, and we love it, honestly. But rent has gone up. Life has gone up in price, and that is definitely something that we are taking into account with our budget. And I feel like as I go forward and share this new budget with you all, I know some people are gonna be like, well, why the heck would you move to a place where you're probably not saving any more money than where you were in Michigan? And I will flat out say, no offense to anyone who was in Michigan, we did not like living there. We were in mid-Michigan, we did not like it. We hated that we had to go to Detroit to do anything. We hated the crime rate. We hated, we didn't hate our jobs. We just both were not happy in the jobs that we were at. And honestly, like, I didn't think I was gonna make the career change that I did, but To answer some questions, yes. I mean, my pay has gone up. Obviously it has. But at the same time, our living expenses have gone up. And I know some people are going to be like, well, you're living above your means now. You're not actually saving any more money. You're actually, you know, paying more and all this stuff. We know. Like, we are well aware of what the decisions that we made. And there was a lot of times where I was trying to go back and forth if I should take this job or not because of that. And it was a really hard decision. You know, finances, being able to afford where you live and work is super important. I'm not someone that has to explain that. Do I still consider myself low income? Technically on a pay scale, no, I'm not. Technically I'm just not. Like, technically, when you look at what does low income mean, no. Am I living paycheck to paycheck still? In a way, sure. Yeah, but cash budgeting has helped. So, on that note, I'm making under 60K now. I'm making, you know, more outside of the news industry than I thought I would be. I was hoping to make a little bit more, but honestly, like, that's not possible right now, and I'm okay with that. We have other side hustles that we are doing to make sure that we can afford to have a life here, and that's kind of that. And I'll get into it more as we do more cash budgeting videos and stuff like that. How expensive is this move is also playing a huge factor into it, because this is the first time that a company is not paying me to relocate. I can tell you right now that the U-Haul itself so for the U-Haul plus gas plus the towing of one of our cars, it's gonna cost like $1,200. And we priced U-Haul, we priced Penske, I think is something else. And then we've also priced pods, those moving pods and stuff like that. But we just decided that for the cheapest option is to pay the $1,200, around there. We don't know yet what gas is obviously gonna be. It could be more, it could be less, but the $1,200 to do that. I am flying back to Michigan to do this, so that's an added like $100 cost for a one-way flight. And then we are still trying to figure out if we are going to stop for the night to stay somewhere, which is most likely what we're going to be doing. We're not really sure yet, just because it is a 10-hour drive. It's actually, I think, out to where we are, it's more like 11, just with traffic and stuff like that. So, but we're not hiring movers. We're having friends help us. We are not paying for moving boxes. We got lucky with this, with timing actually, but my parents had just moved. And so I asked them, like, can I take the rest of your boxes? And they broke them down, and I loaded them all up in my car when I was visiting for 4th of July, and I brought them back, and that's what we're moving. And anything that is not going into a box is going into a reusable tote that we have, and we're just kind of making it work. And then of course, like, because we're towing the car, we can put more stuff in the car, in the front and in the driver's seat and in the back seat. So we're just trying to be as smart and efficient as we can. We've also downsized a lot. I've sold a lot of items of mine to help pay for this move. Not because like we needed the money to pay for the move, but because we are moving to a smaller place. This is not as big as our last place or the current Michigan apartment. I know a big question is, how are we paying for all of this that has come up? Things. Our savings are kind of depleted. My savings is kind of depleted. But that's what savings is for, right? I mean, in a way. I should also clarify too, and again, I talked about this in my last cash stuffing video. I finished the $1,600 challenge, which was originally our 1 month ahead challenge. I finished that. I paid for the U-Haul and stuff, and as well as my flight to Michigan. The rest was all savings. That's how we put down first month's rent. That's how we put down a security deposit. And I find it kind of funny because my landlord actually found this channel. And when she looked me up and found this channel and watches these videos, so, you know, she's kind of like fully aware of like my economic situation. So hello landlords, hit the subscribe button, comment, and like. Thanks for your support. It's helping me pay your rent. We're lucky to have had that savings. And now, you know, I don't know, I have such a kind of mixed opinion about savings, because like when you have a savings, money is supposed to be spent in a way, you know, like obviously like it is a good like security blanket to have, but at some point like you have a savings there because it is supposed to help support you, and this did help support us, and it paid for our move. And now we're just starting back up. It's not gonna be hard to rebuild that savings, but it's just gonna take time. I am planning on redoing our 1 month. The reason why I haven't redone it yet is because I don't have any of my like Cricut equipment or Etsy stuff here. That's still all in Michigan, which leads me to my next point of my Etsy shop is coming back. I am planning on bringing it back mid-September. So please look out for new items popping back up as I reopen the shop. Look out for video content talking about those items and all that stuff. So the reason why I closed it was, well, I was having mailing issues, number one, with some orders. So I had to put a stop to it just because I just didn't, I don't know, I just wasn't happy with what was going on. So I took a break from it, and I put it on the back burner. I was gonna keep going, but then I just was too busy with work. Like I was so burnt out at my job, like my real job, that like I didn't know what to do. I worked overnights, and then I would come home and I would sleep, and then when I woke up, like Jacob would be home and I wanted to spend time with him, and then I was still just so tired that like I would have to take another nap before going to work, and then work was just hard. Like if you don't follow news, like I don't blame you. Like I don't blame you, because I was in it. Like I was living, breathing, digesting it for 60 hours a week pretty much. It was a lot. So I was tired all the time. No one, working overnights is not healthy, I don't think, for anybody's body. I was also recovering from PTSD. I had a lot of PTSD because I was involved in an incident over a year ago now, actually. And I had PTSD from it. And that's all I'm gonna just say, just because this is a friendly channel. But it did involve violence, and it just wasn't fun, and that's all I'm gonna mention about it. But it was part of the reason why I also decided to leave the industry. Working in TV news is hard, being a TV journalist is hard, being a reporter is hard, being a human being is hard. And I couldn't really do it anymore. I felt burnt out. I was creatively burnt out. I wasn't passionate about storytelling anymore, and I decided that it was gonna be my last time in a newsroom for a really long time. And I can honestly say I have never been happier. I didn't think I was gonna feel like this excited about what I was doing now. Going to the dark side, as some of my professors used to say. But like, yeah, I work in marketing now, and I'm creative, and I'm passionate about the news stories that I get to tell and the content that I get to create. And at the same time, I get to focus on this more. Like YouTube, like I can't believe like we are making a second income, like fully, like we are making a second income because of YouTube and because of you. And I have to say thank you, because now I get to devote more time to this and to this side business and really create something out of it. You know, this month does mark 1 year of cash budgeting, and I just can't believe that. Like, that's amazing, and I couldn't have done this without you watching at home. So thank you. Well, we have to fill this place with furniture, which again is not here. It's in another state right now. So as I kind of said, just bear with me. We have a lot of content coming out. I know I keep saying that, but I promise I'm not going anywhere this time. I have a lot of content coming out. I'm really excited about what's next and what's happening and just like all these fun things. And it's just, I'm grateful. Like, I'm so grateful. We will rebuild a savings. We will continue to pay off debt. We will continue to thrive. I appreciate you guys sticking around. If you did watch all the way to the end, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, like, and leave me a comment about what content you do want to see. What questions do you have? How can your budget thrive better? Well, I try to figure out mine again. I appreciate you guys as always. You know, thanks for letting me do this, and all that. So, all right, that's enough chit chatting. Until next time, I'll see you then.